Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, A Quiet Place Day 1, is that what it is? I'm sorry. A Quiet Place Day 1, sorry. I was looking at the synopsis where a young woman named Sam finds herself trapped in New York City during the early stages of an invasion by alien creatures with ultra-sensitive hearing, right? So this is Day 1 of A Quiet Place, if you've seen it, of course, 1 and 2, right? 6.6 on IMDb. For some reason I thought it was a little bit higher. 48,991 people rated it so far. I'm excited for it. Joseph Quinn's in it, you know, who everybody's favorite, my favorite Stranger Things character. Lupita, Nyong. I know her. She's in a lot of different things. I can't pronounce her name. Wolff is in it. That's it. So, I don't know, I'm sure there's other people in it, but I don't know. Kind of excited. I don't think there's going to be a lot of dialogue, but it's a prequel, so I can't wait to see. So stick around, I'll let you know what I think. I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of A Quiet Place Day 1, and first thing that comes to mind, it was an hour and 39-minute film, and usually films like this, I mean, I don't know, films with very little dialogue, and, you know, some action, I guess. They seem longer. This one didn't. This one went by really quick. There was a point where I was like, man, there's only like 20 minutes left of this film. Which is normally, it's like I'm watching a film, and it's like, oh my gosh, there's like an hour left, or you know what I mean? And I felt like the first whatever took forever. This one I didn't. You know, which, I don't know. That just doesn't make sense to me. Now, I will say, like, it was good. I loved Joseph Quinn. I hope he keeps getting characters like this. Because he just plays them well, I think. And I've only seen him now, I guess, twice. You know, I mean, Stranger Things, the whole season. But now, you know, this one. And so I thought he plays both those characters well. And Djimon, Hounsou, I don't know how you say his name, he was also in it. It just came up on the credits. And Wolff, I think I mentioned him in the beginning. Anyway, the main movie is between Lupita and Joseph Quinn's character. And you know, so it's the day 1 of how these aliens come here. And not a spoiler alert, but just a heads up, it's just day 1. It's not an origin story or anything like that, so it's just, hey, what it was like when these things showed up, as opposed to when they came to John Krasinski's home, you know? So it is really just that, when you think about this movie. And so there's no, I don't know. It's just another adventure, I would say, instead of more of like, you know, day 1 kind of led me to believe, okay, we're going to get some more background information on what's happening. Really none of that. It's just another side adventure. You know, it's like, you know, when they expand The Walking Dead and it's the fear of The Walking Dead. Well, it just became The Walking Dead with just different people. This is A Quiet Place with just different people. It just happens on day 1. Okay, cool enough. So, you know, nothing major there. But that's also kind of like, you know, just another adventure which you enjoy with very little dialogue. And I also felt that the two of them, I like both actors, right? And I like Joseph Quinn's character. I'm not sure about Lupita's, but whatever. It was hard for me to see, and it's not so much chemistry. I think chemistry is a little bit, chemistry between actors is one thing, right? And I think they probably had that, but chemistry between characters, difference there, right? And I think that's really hard to build in a movie with very little, you know, dialogue. You know, you think about Keanu Reeves, I don't know why I thought about this, but and Sandra Bullock in Speed, you know? You saw the chemistry between the characters build the whole time. This, it didn't happen. And it doesn't have to be a romantic chemistry. It could be friendships. And I think that's what they tried to build here. But it didn't hit me like I wanted it to. Let me put it to you that way. Still enjoyed it. I liked it. It was a cool action movie to see what's going to go down and what's going to happen, see what happens on day 1. Liked all that. Enjoyed the movie a lot. But it's nothing, in my opinion, nothing like well above what A Quiet Place was, right? It was so new and stuff like that. Again, this isn't anything new. This is just day 1 of it all. Hopefully I'm making sense. It sounds like I'm making sense in my own head, but you're probably like, I wish he would go to A Quiet Place. But anyway, and then the other thing really quick I'll touch on is there was a big deal about the cat, right? Oh, everybody's going to love the cat. The cat steals the show. The cat. I must have missed something. I mean, sure, the cat finds, people in a peopleless world, like that. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see what the cat did that made it like, whoa, how about that cat? I don't know. The cat was in the movie, it was the girl's pet the whole time, right? So, I don't know. I think there was one other. So that I just didn't I didn't see the big whoop about the cat. And that's it. I'll probably save a little bit for the spoiler alert. Yeah, I think I will, and I'll talk a little bit more openly. It's hard. I want to be careful, as I always do, and not spoil anything for anybody who hasn't seen it. But yeah, that's all I have to say for that. Worth the watch. If you liked A Quiet Place, you'll like this. You're gonna watch it. If you like Joseph Quinn, you're gonna watch it. You're gonna enjoy it. But don't think you're getting something super crazy like, wow, can't believe it. So there you go. So real quick, before letting you go, I will say spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. So I was thinking this whole movie, so for those of you, if you haven't seen it, you don't want to hear any more about it, disconnect now. I'm not going to ruin the ending, but I might come close. But there can be a sequel, which I think is cool. I'd like to see Joseph Quinn again and his character in this, and I think that would be fun if they made it a little bit different. I don't want to have to do the same thing where people are just tiptoeing around, staying away from monsters, and you just got to wait to see who wins and who loses, or who lives and who dies. I wanted to say this, and I'm glad I saved it for the spoiler alert. The whole premise of this movie, the whole plot line, right? What she was trying to do, I was like, this is silly. I can't believe they use this as her motivation for the movie. And so, but then if you wait it out, and then I'm like, okay, all right, a little bit better. You got to wait it out there, and it kind of clicks a little bit better than in the beginning. It's like, seriously, going for pizza. I get it. Your days are numbered, but I don't know. Anyway, so I thought that was good. But yeah, I just don't want another Tiptoe movie. A nice sequel. Maybe we get more information. That would be cool. So maybe he runs into the other family, something like that. I think that would be. I would definitely watch it. But I'm hoping for more than just what I had already said. So I'm not going to repeat myself anymore. But check it out. Definitely worth a watch. Hopefully that was helpful. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.